guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian. Today is March 29th, Sunday. Such a beautiful day outside, nice and sunny, blue skies. Unfortunately, we have to limit our exposure being outside and in public, and also keep our social distance from people right now with the COVID-19. But anyway, this shave is in appreciation and dedicated to all the people in healthcare and also our first responders. And myself included, I actually work in healthcare at a hospital, so I'm constantly around people that might be exposed to COVID-19 or will be exposed or even have it in the next few weeks. So definitely keep us in your prayers, all the healthcare workers and also the first responders. And really just please keep America and our world in your prayers for this crazy virus going on right now. So anyway, guys, I was reading the newspaper and also going online and looking for information about the COVID-19, and there is in the United States a total of 122,653 cases and 2,112 deaths in the United States. So this thing is definitely going around, very, very contagious. And only in Florida alone, there's about 4,246 cases, 56 deaths. So definitely guys, wash your hands, limit your exposure, being aware of your surroundings when you go outside. And definitely, if you're going to be in close quarters with anybody, make sure you wear a mask if you're able to. N95 is the best mask to wear if you're close quarters, or even just a regular surgical mask if you can find one. Anyway, guys, back to the shave. So I'll be using my first line shaving. This is actually the blue version of their soap for my shaving soap. And this is actually a soap made by a first responder, Michael Riley, out of St. Louis. And he wanted to sell a soap and just support families of fallen first responders in the St. Louis area. And he actually tried to outsource the manufacturing process, try to outsource an artisan to make this soap, and he ended up doing it himself. So just a great scent. I love this scent of the soap. Just very, very nice. Kind of reminds me of Creed Irish Green Tweed. Pretty nice cologne scent. And the razor I'll be using is my Gillette Heritage Razor, which is a beautiful razor, by the way, 3-piece. Very reminiscent of the Mule R89. It's pretty much the same head. And I just love the case it comes in. It comes in this beautiful case right here. And I'll be using this. I haven't used the blades in here yet. These blades came with it. These are Gillette Platinum blades. But I'll be using a Gillette blade, but it'll be the Gillette Silver Blue. This will be the first use of this blade. And brush I'll be using is my newly acquired. I think I got this about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. This is my Maggards blue and white handle, gray synthetic knot shaving brush. So really nice brush. Very nice and soft, very great performer for lathering up soaps. And come to find out, this thing is really great for hard soaps, triple milled soaps, creams. I use this for everything so far, and this has been my most widely used brush the last few weeks. And I just love that maple leaf right there. Pretty cool looking design on the bottom. So that's my shape, that's my setup, guys. Got about a day and a half to grow with my face. And I'm ready for a shave. Let me go ahead and wash my face, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back with my first face lather. Got my pre-shave, got my first face wash, and I've been using this for a pre-shave lately. The Barbasol, this is a face and body lotion, and this is actually great for softening up your hair, any kind of beard hair you have ready for a shave, and just basically great for adding sleekness to your shave. And this is what I've been using for my pre-shave lately, and this has actually worked wonders. So let me go do that first face lather. And I got the first line blue soap loaded on my Maggard brush here. Go ahead and do that first face lather. This is a strong smelling soap, by the way. Nice clean scent. I noticed that this soap was sold out. I went to go grab the aftershave. I bought the soap I actually got the soap in last year in a shade meetup, and I can't remember if I actually bought the soap or had it given to me or traded, but I had actually acquired this last year and love the scent. I mean, definitely smells like Green Irish Tweed by Creed. We're very reminiscent of that scent. But anyway, I went to go look for the aftershave on the website, the First Line website, and everything is sold out. So all his stock, Michael Riley's stock, is sold out. So I don't know if he just hasn't had time to make it himself. I know he's a first responder, so he's probably busy right now. Very busy with all the stuff going on with the coronavirus. But definitely great stuff. Look at the lather on the soap. It's just simply amazing. Thick lather, almost like, yeah, almost just like yogurt consistency there. This is a beef tallow soap, I believe, but he's got a little bit of coconut butter in there. I want to say I saw one of the ingredients was sweet almond oil, and I can't remember what else he had in this soap, but pretty decent ingredients. I'll leave the ingredient list up on the screen there so you can see it. But anyway, great scent. Should be good for a first shave, and very nice lather there. So good for a first shave, First Line soap. Got the Gillette Heritage Razor here, 3-piece with the Gillette Silver Blue Blade. Go ahead and do that first pass. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. This virus definitely is not a joke. It's very highly contagious, and I admit, I basically just wrote it off, basically just shrugged it off a few weeks ago, saying it was just like the flu, nothing to really worry about. But man, this stuff is going around pretty quickly, and it's really making a lot of people nervous, especially the elderly community, with the amount of hospitalizations that are going on with this virus. And come to find out, I was reading online about the COVID-19, and they actually think it might have been in the States as early as November last year, so, which doesn't surprise me, because I was myself was under the weather. Back in the end of January, I was under the weather with the flu, which I thought was a flu. They got swabbed. They said I had influenza A. And basically my daughter had it first. She came home from school with a fever, and from what I found out, her school is actually shared. The space is actually shared by a church, and she had really mild symptoms. I want to say a fever for a couple days, but I got it right. I immediately got it the next day. My wife got it like a day later, so definitely has me wondering if I already had the coronavirus. But doesn't surprise me if I did, because it was one of the worst. It's actually one of the worst flus I've ever had in quite some time. So has me wondering if I really did have it back then. But there's really no way to find out now unless they test my antibodies in my blood and see if I have the COVID-19 antibodies for it, which, if there's a test out there for that, I'm going to get that test. I want to see if I had it or not. But anyway, guys, definitely stay safe out there. Watch what you touch. Try to limit your exposure outside, definitely in stores. It's okay to go to a park outside, away from people, but man, the stores, grocery stores, drug stores are definitely the places where the virus could be hanging out. There should be, most places I've seen are wiping down the keypads for the registers, wiping down the carts. I had to go to Costco for a few things recently, and about a couple days ago, and they were wiping down the whole carts. Every single cart that was coming to the store, in front of the store, was wiped down. They were limiting people in the store. They actually had a line out front limiting people in the store, making sure that when the store didn't have a lot of people at one time in the store, which is great. And they also had the plexiglass, the shields on the registers, and they were wiping down the registers, the conveyor belts. Pretty much, I've never seen this before. This is one thing I never experienced in my lifetime, is all this cleaning and wiping down, precautions. It's been crazy in this world we're living in right now. Anyway, guys, that's first pass, and through all this talking, I've got to mention how great the shave was. Very, very slick soap, and I love the scent of the soap. Let me go rinse my face, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back for the second pass, second face lather here. First pass was fantastic. I just love the way the Heritage Razor shaves. Just really, really nice shave. I really bought it for the, just to have it because of the case and just the fact that Gillette hasn't released a razor in almost 20 plus years. And it was reminiscent of one of the razors they had back in the 1920s, which I mentioned in my last shave, in one of my shave videos where I reviewed this razor. But I bought it for that reason, but man, I'm actually reaching for it more and more because of the way it shaves. It's just shaved so perfect. Just really, really nice shaves. Especially paired with a good blade like the silver blue or the feather high stainless blade. Just has me reaching for it for more and more. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I mean, the Edwin Jagger has the same head on this, but for some reason, I'm getting better shaves from this razor, even though it's the same Edwin Jagger head. I don't know because of the handle, but the handle does great wonders for this razor. It's not a very big handle. I mean, it's just a normal size handle, but man, the shave is probably a little bit better than my Kelvin Edwin Jagger razor, which I use all the time, which I used in the last shave video. This one just shaves a little bit better. I don't know why. It's gotta be the handle. This is like the handle reminiscent of that razor I was talking about from the 1920s that Gillette produced for the Chicago World Fair. But man, this just simply works. All right, let me do that second pass across the grain. So the scent strength on the soap is, to me, this is pretty strong. I would say probably about 7 or 8. Definitely has that cologne masculine vibe, clean, crisp scent. Really, really reminiscent of Green Irish Tweed, in my opinion. But the performance is pretty surprisingly good. No problem lathering up with soap. Decent slickness. Cushion is really, really great also. And then lather just stays on your face. There's no drying effect from the lather. It just stays on your face pretty thick. So Michael Riley really hit a home run on this soap formula here. But anyway, let me read the scent notes. I actually had the scent notes in front of me. Pretty cool looking list. They describe the top notes as brisk blend of mandarin, lavender, and green botanica. And I definitely smell lavender in the soap. Definitely smell a little bit of a citrus in there. And the mid notes are basil, geranium, and sage. And I don't really smell. I guess you can say I smell a little bit of the basil note in there in the mid notes. And the base they describe as a woody combination of sandalwood, rosewood, and amber. And I do smell a lot of the amber, a little bit of rosewood. Not really the sandalwood too much, but great scent. I love the scent of the soap. like I said, I'm trying to go back and get the aftershave, but it's sold out. So unfortunately, I don't have the aftershave for this soap. But I picked something close to it that I'll use at the end. All right, let me go underneath the gills right here. So guys, definitely say a prayer to your family members or friends that work in healthcare. There's a lot of panic going on in the healthcare right now, especially with the PPE, the supply that we have. I know my hospital has enough right now, but you know, in about 2 or 3 weeks, that's where the panic is. Are we gonna have enough masks, which is like the N95 masks, which kind of blocks the the blood, the droplets, the large droplets, and also that blocks the aerosol from the coronavirus. But also the gowns, the gloves, the eye protection. So PPE, that's what they call it, personal protection equipment. So that's what the big panic is right now. I mean, we have enough right now, but a lot of the healthcare workers around my hospital, different places around the country, are just really, really nervous because there's not really enough for this epidemic, this pandemic we have going on right now. I mean, right now we have enough, but who's to say we'll have enough down the road? So that's the biggest fear right now in healthcare. And plus we got these patients coming more and more in the hospital. So definitely keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and keep us safe. Maybe keep ourselves safe. Say a prayer that we keep ourselves safe from bringing it home to our own families at home. And that's the biggest fear. Most of my colleagues and myself, we work in healthcare, and we took an oath to take care of patients. Be patient advocates, and we took an oath to expect the risks of these things that come along like this with the pandemics and viruses. There's a lot of stuff out there in hospitals that are pretty scary. MRSA, there's C. diff, which is super bugs out there, and we run the risk of taking care of patients that have this stuff and bringing it home to our families, even though we practice safe hand washing, wearing PPE. I mean, there's always that risk. So definitely keep us in your prayers, first responders or anybody out there dealing with the public, because this thing is not a joke. All right, guys, let me go do that second face rinse, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. My last face lather, and look at that lather on the brush. That's for my first soap loading on the brush I did earlier. So definitely, this stuff is amazing. This stuff just stays on your brush. Plenty of lather, probably for about 2 more passes if I wanted to. But let me go ahead and do that last face lather here. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. It's like I just loaded the brush just now. That's how much lather is left on this brush. And did I mention the scent is amazing? The whole bathroom smells like this stuff. So that's another thing that Mike Riley did. He hit it out of the park with the scent. The scent is amazing. So guys, if you see this soap anywhere, highly recommend it. His website right now is sold out on it, but you might be able to find it on West Coast Shaving. Possibly Maggards maybe has it. I'm not really sure who carries it, but man, it's definitely worth it. And it's also good. Also goes toward a good cause to benefit those families of fallen first responders out there. I think primarily in the St. Louis area, but still, it's really for whatever area they're in, first responders. It's just a noble cause to support people that take care of us in our time of need out there. And I just want to mention also the people that work in the stores, the grocery stores, also the restaurants that do like the drive-through orders, and that do the takeout. I mean, they're also exposing themselves to this virus. So definitely keep them in your prayers. Keep in mind those people are also exposing themselves to this virus. But hopefully get this curve flattened so we get less and less of this virus. And hopefully with the trials that they're doing with the different drugs, I'm not sure the name of it, I can't remember the name of the drug they're using, but it's an old malaria drug that they're testing with the Z-Pak. It's a combination drug, and they're saying they're having good results with it so far. So I know they started human trials on this experimental drug. It's really not, well, you can say it's experimental, but it's really something that's been around for a while. The Z-Pak and I just can't remember that medication. But anyway, it was used to treat malaria cases back in the day, and they're finding out that it's really, really doing great against the COVID-19 out there, the people who have it. Hopefully they can get this more and more, get these trials going and get something on the market hopefully soon that, we can kind of not live in fear for too long. And also, give us the hope that there is something out there to treat it with once we get this under control, get this virus under control. All right. But definitely, if you guys have older people next door to you, neighbors that are older, family members that are older, definitely see if you can bring them the groceries they need, to bring them the price they need from out in public. I'm seeing like a lot of older people out in stores. It's kind of a shame, in these grocery stores and just out walking around buying what they need. It's just like, it's kind of sad that they don't have people, younger family members or friends that can bring in the stuff so they can decrease that risk. But man, if you guys have any family members, older, like I said, neighbors, or anybody that's old that can lend you can always lend a helping hand. And I'm seeing a lot of this in the world right now. People are there's a lot of good in this world with people going out and doing great things for their fellow citizens, their fellow brothers and sisters out there. But definitely, I mean, my wife's grandparents, my wife brought them some water recently. So, if you can do anything like that for older people out there, for people that are definitely immunocompromised or older, definitely offer your help, but also, be sensible when you go out there and get that stuff, that you cover your, make sure you can wash your hands, make sure you don't put your hands to your face, make sure you protect yourself when you go out there. All right, guys, let me go ahead and rinse my face. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back from my post-shave, and post-shave with the soap is amazing. Nice, soft post-shave. Just a great feeling afterwards. But I don't have the aftershave, so I'll be using something similar, close to the scent of this soap that I have already in my shave then. And it's going to be the Gillette Series Cool Wave aftershave. One of my favorite aftershaves to use. Let me go ahead and put this on my face. And this is an alcohol-based aftershave, so it might have a little bit of stinging effect in my face. But, man, I just love the way it smells. Not exactly the scent, but man, close. I would say in the vicinity of the soap scent a little bit. But nice cooling aftershave to me. Nice, great post-shave feel. And you can find this in every supermarket out there. And also Walmart, Target has this. Great stuff. So guys, that's my shave in appreciation of healthcare workers and first responders. And I used this today, which is the First Line Blue Shave Soap. STL, this is out of St. Louis by Michael Rowley. He's an artisan and he's a first responder. So definitely look him up. Grab a soap from him. Be helping a great cause. And like I said, scent notes on the soap. The scent performance is fantastic. I love this stuff. And Michael Rowley, if you're watching this, definitely as soon as you release the aftershave, I'm gonna buy it because I love the way this smells. And I use my Gillette Heritage Razor, the 3-piece. And like I said, this thing's a fantastic shaver. One of my favorite razors to use in my shave den. And I have the First Use Gillette Silver Blue Blade. So pretty much almost all Gillette except the soap and the brush. But man, great shave. And last but not least, my favorite brush at the moment is this guy right here. This is my Maggards, the blue and white synthetic brush with the gray fibers here. This is like a 24mm synthetic knot. Just a great brush. And I'm finding out this thing is great on lathering just about everything. Soaps, creams, and it's soft, but it does have enough backbone though. It has decent backbone. And like I said, wonderful brush. So guys, that's my shave. Hope you guys are safe out there. Please be safe and please stay home if you can. But also, if you can, help your elderly folks out there, immunocompromised folks out there. Try to help them too also if you can. But definitely practice social distance and also hand washing. You know, all the things to protect yourself. But guys, stay safe. Enjoy your shaves. And I'll see you later. Take care.